Good afternoon and welcome to Ecot's 17th graduation ceremony. I'm Chris.
And I'm Sean.
And we are here to officially start the ceremony for the graduating class of 2017. Now, there are a few things you need to know before we begin today's ceremony. A professional photographer has taken an individual picture of each of our students. Information regarding ordering photos is available at our website at ecotgraduation.com.
During today's ceremony, students and guests are asked to remain for the duration of the program. At the end of our program, row leaders will lead their rows off the floor and outside the arena.
You will be given instructions on where to meet with your student outside of the arena at the conclusion of today's program.
And finally, a complete video of the entire ceremony will be available at ecot2017.com in just a few days' time.
In 2001, 21 seniors walked across the stage in the first ever Ecot graduation ceremony. Since then, the number of students who have embraced and succeeded at Ecot has exponentially grown into what you see here today, filling the shot to capacity. So let's take a look back at how far Ecot has come.
Congratulations to all of us.
Without this school, I would not be here today.
The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams.
We can and we must strive to better that which we have been dealt.
Anything is possible. There is only one you, and you will pass this way but once.
Live, learn, continue to struggle, and you will gain victory.
Even if you fail over and over again, do your best and keep going. You're sure to get it right.
The past cannot be changed. The future is yet in your power.
I challenge every one of you to continue to strive for that which you desire.
No matter what comes next, we can do it. We should challenge ourselves, push harder, ask questions, and never take the brush off for an answer.
Individually, we entered Ecot, but together we leave, changed and ready for our future.
Look everyone who has doubted you in the eye and tell them that no matter how tough the road gets, you are going to fight to be the best you can possibly be.
Find your goal, choose your own dreams, and then make them come true.
So the next time someone asks you where you went to high school, I want you to proudly state that you attended an online school.
We all have our stories, so why not make them legends? Thank you.
going to flip it to the page, just to be on the safe side. Okay. Do we just start?
Yeah, please be seated.
Please be seated. Hello, Ecot class of 2017. I'm Destiny Klein from Chillicothe, Ohio.
And I'm Jonathan Rubinick from Columbus, Ohio. And we're delighted to welcome you, your parents, and special guests to the Schonstein Center.
We are proud to announce that we, the Ecot class of 2017, are one of the largest graduating classes in the country, and the second largest in Ecot history.
Our class is so big, in fact, that very few buildings can hold all of us. So again, this year, Ecot would like to thank the Ohio State University and the Schonstein Center for hosting our event. Please join me in giving them a round of applause.
We also want to give a special welcome to the many students, families, and friends watching from home via live stream. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony.
At this time, we ask that everyone please stand as we welcome our fellow Ecot senior, Jennifer Appleby, as she leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon. My name is Jacob Oglesby, and I am from Piqua, Ohio, and I have the privilege of introducing our keynote speaker, Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson is the host of Tucker Carlson Tonight on Fox News and founder of The Daily Caller. Mr. Carlson was previously the co-host of Fox and Friends Weekend, and before that had shows on MSNBC, CNN, and PBS. He started his career as a newspaper reporter and covered stories from around the world, including dispatches from Iraq, Pakistan, Lebanon, and Vietnam. His most recent book is entitled Politicians, Partisans, and Parasites, My Adventures in Cable News. And just to prove that you should always try something new and challenge yourself, Mr. Carlson appeared on the 3rd season of ABC's Dancing with the Stars. Please turn your attention on the screen for a video introduction of Tucker Carlson.
The Atlantic says he's one of the most powerful people in media, and the New Yorker calls him a fierce critic of the political and cultural establishment, a brash conservative with a preppy, charming, and mischievous personality who's interviewed presidents and pundits, rascals and rebels. He's Tucker Carlson, America's leading TV political journalist and talk show host, whose primetime slot on Fox News attracts 3 million viewers each night. With his intellectual wit and stimulating dialogue.
On your side is evil and is,
not what I
as you
said,
put
even
it,
remotely.
fair game.
That's
well,
not
actually,
what
that's
I
what
said.
you said.
Tucker,
you said she spoke fair
that's
game
not what
even
I
though
said.
she smells good.
Tucker, I did not say anybody who doesn't agree with me is evil.
The hallmark of his success? A bold attitude and disdain for Washington elitism. Carlson says the mission of his show is to be the sworn enemy of lying, pomposity, smugness, and groupthink. But while Carlson's rise has been meteoric, it hasn't been easy. Tucker Carlson started as a beat reporter in Little Rock, Arkansas for the Democrat Gazette and columnist for the Weekly Standard. Over the years, he's penned hundreds of articles for Reader's Digest, Esquire, The New Republic, The New York Times Magazine, and The Daily Beast. Before long, CNN called and offered him a spot on Crossfire, where he served as the conservative commentator opposite liberal Democrat operative Paul Begala. After a stint on MSNBC with his own show called Tucker, Carlson returned to his journalistic roots as co-founder and editor-in-chief of The Daily Caller, an online news site that covered breaking stories of importance fueled by young, brash reporters. In 2006, TV came calling again. Carlson appeared on the 2006 season of Dancing with the Stars, and soon Fox News Channel hired him as a special contributor. With his star on the rise, in 2017, Tucker Carlson landed the gig of a lifetime, a primetime show of his own called Tucker Carlson Tonight.
Well, good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight.
Where each evening, to the delight of his viewers, Carlson flusters those on both the left and the right.
Okay, but they're also hard to understand. Anyone else is hard to know. It's hard to know someone's motive. So when I hear the CIA...
Tucker Carlson.
Please welcome to the stage, Tucker Carlson. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Tucker Carlson.
Amazing. Well, I'm totally blown away by this. Thank you for having me. I've never seen anything like this. I think this is the largest graduation of its kind in the world. It's so cool. I actually checked. I graduated high school 30 years ago today, June 3rd, 1987. And I remember the feeling. I remember feeling sad and excited and fearful and on some gut level knowing that something profound had ended and something profound was about to begin, and not being focused at all on the person speaking. So I will keep this crisp. So I have many children, somewhere in the range of 4. And as a hobby, I give them advice. And one of them said to me this morning, I was in New York this morning, said, "You're really going to give people advice? It's going to go on for hours and hours." And I said, you know what? I'm going to write down a couple notes. I don't typically write down speeches, but I got this just to keep me on track. But the best, so I have 5 pieces of advice for you. But I'm going to add a 6th because I spoke to one of your graduates a minute ago who shall remain nameless because I don't want to embarrass her, but I'll say that she's 16 years old and graduating. And I said, well, that is so impressive, and what are you going to do next? And she laid out a whole plan that was equally impressive, and I was duly impressed. And I said, how did you graduate at 16? Wasn't it hard? Wasn't the work hard? And she said, you know, the work wasn't that hard. The trick was you just had to do the work. And I thought, that's a very profound statement about life itself. It's not that hard, actually. And I'm sure looking forward, you're imagining, yourself at a different stage and thinking, well, how do I get there? And I'm here to, more than anything, assure and reassure you that you can do it. You just kind of got to do the work. But it's not that hard. So here are the 5 pieces of advice. And I don't think you have notebooks or laptops in your robes, so I'm going to trust that you're going to commit these 5 to memory for the test right after the ceremony, which I will be administering. So here they are, in order relatively of importance. First and most important, and you really should have this tattooed on your forearm so you never forget it. Never waste time. That is the most important thing because time is by far the most important resource that you have, and because it is, people tend to spend it like it was water or sand or something without value. People waste massive amounts of time. And the problem with that is that it goes faster than you think. And if you can remember, those of you who looked forward to Christmas as little kids, that feeling in December where you're thinking, man, I can't wait for Christmas to get here. And all your waking thoughts revolve around that day and the presents you're going to get, and thinking it's never going to come. And then you wake up one morning and you realize, holy smokes, it's here. This actually is Christmas. Man, that happened fast. That is exactly the feeling you will have on your 70th birthday. I never thought this would come. Holy smokes, it got here fast. That is the nature of time. That is the nature of life. And so as you proceed, you will make many mistakes. Mistakes you can't even imagine now, trust me. And I won't be more detailed than that because I don't want to bum you out, but take my word for it. They're coming because you're human. And in almost every single case, you can atone for those mistakes. In many cases, you can actually fix them. You can learn something from them. I would say overwhelmingly, you'll look back on your mistakes and be grateful that you made them because you'll become a larger person. The one mistake that you cannot undo is wasting time. So just take my word for it. You don't know what awaits you. But you do know one thing. You have less time than you think you have. We all do. So act like it. Act like a person in a hurry. Don't put off anything that you want to do until tomorrow. Do it right now. As a wise man once said, eat dessert first. You don't know what the future holds. And that's probably the smartest thing ever said about dinner. And by the way, I practice it every day, which is why I'm about 20 to 25 pounds overweight, but also happy. Okay, here's my second piece of advice. No one else will tell you this. In fact, they will tell you the opposite, which lets you know that it's true. This is not just deep knowledge, it's hidden esoteric knowledge. And it is this. A lot of your life will depend upon luck. The exact same thing you take with you into a casino in Vegas. Good fortune, fate, providence, there are many words for it. All of them mean the same thing. There are many things in your life you will discover that you cannot control, and in a lot of cases, they are the most important things. So as I said, I graduated 30 years ago today. I look back on the course of my life, and I realize that the things that really mattered, I didn't have a lot of control over, actually. And that is true for the people I am close to. So I'm not arguing against free will. I am arguing against the attitude, and a lot of us have it, that your life is the sum total of your choices. And choices matter. And behavior leads you in certain directions. There's no doubt about that. Make wise choices. But never imagine, this is the pitfall, and it's very common in the modern era, never imagine that all the good things that you have are the result of the fact that you're a great person. There is an intangible factor in there. Now, why is it important to remember this? I'll tell you exactly why. Because it makes you compassionate. That's why. And compassion is one of the key qualities in life, not just because I think decency demands it, but because you are a happier person, a more content person, when you are compassionate. And by compassion, I mean when you look at other people and see them for who they really are. So it's a long way of saying, if you keep in mind that you are lucky, that the great relationships you have, the great country into which you were born, the fantastic education you just received, you did something to get those things, but part of it was just luck. If you meditate on that, you will be grateful. And gratitude is the most enduring source of happiness. If you did a nationwide study of 320 million people and separated the happy from the unhappy, what would separate them? Gratitude. Happy people are grateful. Entitled people are miserable. This is true. Self-pity is the root of all unhappiness. You will never look back, I can say this for myself, you will never look back on your life and remember an unhappy time that wasn't the result of a single attitude. And I have this attitude whenever I'm unhappy. And let me just sum it up this way. Boo-hoo, poor me. Boo-hoo, poor me. Life is unfair. People are mean to me. Why aren't people nicer to me? That is the root of unhappiness. If, by contrast, you wake up every morning and think, man, I can't believe how fortunate I am. I didn't do a single thing to cause the sun to come out this morning, and it did anyway. That's a great basis upon which to start your day and to continue your life. Third point, something else no one's going to tell you. Stay sober. True. True. Now, I personally learned this the hard way. So I have some authority on this subject, but it's not just me. Looking back over the span of 30 years, people I've known well and loved, the people who were successful and content in the end were not the ones who were loaded all the time. That's just true, I'm sorry. I'm not against, some partying, but consistently and over time, it will make you unhappy and ineffective. And no adult wants to say that because they don't want to seem uncool. I don't care. I know I'm uncool. I crossed that Rubicon many years ago. I used to wear a bow tie. Okay, so it's not like I'm running around pretending I'm cool. You know the truth of me already. You saw the pictures. So I am totally emancipated to tell you the truth about drugs and alcohol, which is the truth about virtually everything in life. In moderation, fine. Alcohol, anyway. But in excess, a life killer. And it leads to the question, actually, why do people abuse intoxicants? And there are two reasons, in my view. And genetic predisposition is a part of it. But there are two volitional reasons. People are either bored or anxious, and they party too much as a result. Okay, so first of all, if you're bored, whose fault is that? Anyone? Anyone? Oh, yours. Oh yeah, it's your fault. No excuse for boredom. Lots going on in the world. You can engage. That's a failure of imagination. Never be bored. And if you are bored, turn the rage inward. It's your fault. Blame yourself. But anxiety, this is the point I want to make. We live in a world that detests anxiety. If you feel anxious, you get medicated, either by your doctor who gives you Xanax or by your buddies who give you Busch Light. But the idea is you should never feel anxiety. And the truth is, anxiety is a blessing. Anxiety is a natural sign that something needs to change in your life. Don't ignore it. Don't medicate it. Don't push it deep down. Face it. If I said to you, you just burned your hand on the stove. Did it hurt? Yes, it did. I have a pill that will make your fingers numb. And so the next time you touch the stove, you won't feel a thing. Would you like the pill? You would say, no, come on now. My fingers hurt because I'm not supposed to be touching the stove. I am grateful for the fact it hurt when it burned, because that's a sign. Take your hand off the stove. Hey, wake up, hand off the stove. Anxiety is the same thing. If you feel anxious, nervous about something, there's a reason. Harness that anxiety. Make it the nuclear power plant within that spurs you to achievement. Use it. Don't ignore it. Don't medicate it. Okay? Experience life fully. Not everything is joyful. Some things are painful. Look them straight in the face and embrace them. That's what it means to live a life. Fourth point, make your bed. Make your bed. Now you're thinking, this guy's appalling. Get off the stage. Let me explain myself quickly. The act of making your bed, and I mean not just at home when your parents are watching, but when you get your own place, when you're in a hotel room, make your bed. Now, why would you do that? I'll tell you exactly why. First, because tidiness is preferable to the alternative, always and everywhere. This is a clean country for a reason, because people pick up after themselves, so that is a virtue on its own. But the real reason you make your bed is because it is the first discrete achievement of your day. If you make your bed, no matter what else happens to you, you can say to yourself, you know, I've done something today. I made my bed. And the truth about achievement is, it's a chain. One leads to the next. One achievement leads to the next achievement. And achievement, more than anything, doing something, making something, exercising your powers of creativity, that will make you content with yourself. One of the problems with the self-esteem movement, which I think is sort of blown up under the weight of its own stupidity, but you probably grew up under it, it was the idea that you can make people feel good about themselves by telling them they're great. The main problem with that is nobody believed it. I remember telling my kids, you did a great job. And they'd be like, you know what, that's nonsense. I didn't do a very good job. Like, they know. You know in your heart when you've done a good job. The only way to feel good about yourself is to achieve things, to satisfy your own standards. And to begin every day, you know that feeling when you wake up and you think, I've got too much ahead of me. You're overwhelmed by the things you have to do. My advice to you is don't worry about it, don't think about it, take one hurdle at a time and begin by pulling the covers from the bottom of the bed where you've kicked them overnight all the way to the top, and then place your pillows on top of them. That's the technique that has worked for me lo these many years, and trust me, it works. And this is my final piece of advice. This is number 5. This is the hardest to explain, but perhaps the most important. And that is, have faith. Now, I'm not going to specify, I know this is a room of many faiths. So by faith, I mean something much more ecumenical. I mean, have faith that it will work out. And that is the thing I would bet that you lack more than anything right now, as young people about to embark on this new thing called life. The deep down assurance that you don't know exactly how it's going to work and you don't know what form it's going to take, but deep down you know it's going to be fine. I would say most people who graduate from high school do not have that. They're very worried. I certainly was. About a week after my 4th child was born, I got out of the house. There's a lot of diaper changing around the child question, as some of you know. And I just was never good at it, you know. So I took some time off from that and went to lunch with a much older friend of mine who also had 4 children. And I said, I was a magazine writer at the time, making roughly about what you'd make in the sporting goods section at Walmart if you worked part-time with no benefits. So in that range. And my wife didn't work, and I had 4 children, and literally no money, but I did, thank heaven, have a ton of credit card debt. And so there was naturally some concern. And by the way, Ecot did not exist, and I lived in Washington, D.C., where the schools are not just bad, but also dangerous. So the question was, how am I going to feed and educate these children on a job like mine, which frankly is not that impressive and has the pay to match? And the man I was eating with had a similar job. And he didn't have any family money, and no one kind of helped him, you know what I mean? He didn't win the lotto. He didn't win Jeopardy. And he had just been to his 4th child's college graduation. And I looked at him and I said, you know, I'm looking at a life that I hope winds up like yours. I can't wait until my 4th has graduated college, but honestly, I don't think it's ever going to happen. I don't think the pieces will fall into place. I don't know how you pulled that off. How did you do that? And he looked at me right in the face and he goes, you know, I have no idea. And I said, but that's the answer? That's the sum total? That's the accrued wisdom of 50 years of living on this planet? I have no idea. He goes, yep, no clue. I don't know where the money came from. I don't know how I existed on 5 hours of sleep a night for 10 years. I really don't know. Not a particularly religious man. He goes, you know, in the end, it just works out. And it will work out for you. And I thought he was kind of insane, actually, to be totally honest with you. I didn't believe him any more than you're believing me now, I'm sure. You particularly, you just scowled at me. You think I'm lying. Get back to me in 30 years. When your child graduates from college, and you look back on your own life, and you're not exactly sure how you did it, how you succeeded, how you met your goals, how you saw this thing through to the end without breaking down, but you did, and you will too. So no matter how bad it gets, just have faith. You deserve it, and thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Please join me in thanking the speaker one more time. My name is Abraham Masal, and I'm from Parma, Ohio. And I would like us to take a moment to introduce the valedictorians of the class of 2017. All of Ecot's valedictorians maintained a perfect 4.0 GPA throughout their high school career. Please hold your applause till the end. Our first valedictorian is Jennifer Appleby. Jennifer is from Parma and is part of Ecot's Career Technical Education program. She recently received her associate's degree from Cuyahoga Community College and plans to attend Baldwin Wallace University and pursue a degree in computer science. Janika Famble is from Cincinnati and is a multiple Ecot Pride Award winner and a member of Ecot's Keystrokes Club. Janika is also a cheerleading coach and plans to attend the University of Cincinnati and pursue a degree in middle school education. Caitlin Fink is from Groveport and is a multiple Ecot Pride Award winner. Caitlin is active in her local youth group and enjoys learning foreign languages. She plans to pursue a career in teaching English in Spain and South Korea. Adam Fox is from Cincinnati and participates in the College Credit Plus program. Adam is an active filmmaker and plans to attend the University of Cincinnati and pursue a degree in psychology. Phoebe Goodale is also from Cincinnati and is a member of the National Honor Society and a recipient of 6 Eagle Pride Awards. Phoebe is also an accomplished musician and a member of Ecot's Trivia Quiz Bowling Club. She has been accepted into the University of Cincinnati's College of Nursing. Lindsay Marquez is from Bethel and is a member of the National Honor Society and Cincinnati Junior Triathletes. Lindsay is also involved in the University of Cincinnati's chemistry and biology clubs and is a lifeguard. Lindsay plans to attend the University of Cincinnati and pursue a degree in medical and laboratory sciences. Lionel Morales is from Cleveland and is a multiple Ecot Eagle Pride Award winner. He is a member of Lake Erie Inc. and a Cleveland-based poetry group, and was also involved in a production of Shakespeare at Cuyahoga Community College. While he is still evaluating his college of choice, Lionel plans to pursue a degree in recording arts and technology. Trevor Overly is from Howard and is a member of the National Honor Society. In addition to being a varsity basketball player, he also likes to sing and play the piano and is a worship leader in his youth group. Trevor plans to take online classes at Lee University in Cleveland, Tennessee, where he will pursue a degree in ministerial leadership. Finally, Noah Tanner is from Euclid and is a multiple Ecot Eagle Pride Award winner and enjoys drawing and swimming. After graduation, Noah plans to attend Strausenberger College in Brecksville, Ohio, where he plans to pursue a degree as a veterinary technician. Please join me in congratulating all our valedictorians. It is a commencement tradition that a member of the graduation class write and deliver a senior speech. Interested seniors submitted their speeches and performed a live tryout before a panel of judges who received them and selected the winner. The senior class would like to thank senior English teacher, Miss Lynn Dark, who led the effort along with her panel of judges. This year's class speaker is Phoebe Goodale, who you just met as a valedictorian. Please welcome to the podium the 2017 Ecot graduation speaker, Phoebe Goodale.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today to begin the rest of our lives. On behalf of the Ecot senior class of 2017, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge all Ecot faculty and staff, as well as our friends and family who made today possible. Our teachers saw in all of us our full potential, even when we did not see it within ourselves. We can never thank you enough for all of your love and support. I personally would like to thank my Spanish teacher and Trivia Quiz Bowl coach, Mr. Householder, for his friendship and positivity throughout my days with Ecot. I would also like to thank my parents. They have bent over backwards to ensure that I get a quality education and have provided me with anything I could possibly need to create a better life for myself. Without all of your encouragement and guidance, I would not be graduating today. Class of 2017, the future is in our hands now. This is the platform where we jump off and begin the rest of our lives. The responsibilities of the real world will be setting in upon us soon, and even though times may get tough and life may get a little hectic, it is important not to let the hardships get the best of you. As novelist Toni Morrison once said, if you want to fly, you have to get rid of the things that weigh you down. After all, no one can reach the top of a mountain with the weight of the world on their shoulders. How we handle the highs and lows of life will shape our future. Let us learn to grow from the setbacks rather than let them weigh us down. There may be times when money is scarce, stress is overly abundant, and the future is uncertain. However, we can all be assured of one thing: ourselves. We decide our own fate. So, when life becomes overwhelming, we must remember what Morrison said: take a step back and let go of what is keeping us from flying. When we leave today, each of us will begin our own flights. Some of us will begin college, some of us will enter the military, and some of us will begin our careers. Whatever paths we choose, we should all go confidently towards our dreams without fear of falling. I encourage all of us to take a leap of faith for ourselves. Our achievements are a testament to our character and abilities, so I am confident in saying that we can do anything we set our minds to do. However, if we do fall, may we pick ourselves back up and learn from what went wrong. May we never settle for less than we have earned, and may we never allow anything or anyone to discourage us from pursuing our dreams. We have come so far already with the help of Ecot, and this is only the beginning of our flight. We should all be incredibly proud of our achievements thus far. Ecot has given us all countless opportunities to succeed. They provided us with a safe learning environment where we never had to worry about our well-being. Those who are trying to close our school do not realize the effect that Ecot has had on us. We should all make our voices heard and tell them what Ecot means to each of us. I would say that having been given one-on-one help from my teachers and being able to work at my own pace is the reason I can proudly stand here and say that I am graduating. I was able to take challenging classes and participate in clubs that were not offered at my old school, like Trivia Quiz Bowl. Through Ecot, I have made friendships that will last a lifetime with not only my classmates, but my teachers as well. I look around this room today, and I see nothing but hope and possibility. Ecot has given us the wings. Now it is up to us to fly towards our futures. And as we turn this page in our lives, we should all remember this moment. Our commitment and our determination to receive an education has been rewarded. Being able to stand here and say we made it is an incredible accomplishment. And this feeling I have standing here right now is worth every gray hair that I got throughout high school. And they blend with the cap, but I promise they're there. So let us take these next steps of our lives and grow into the leaders of tomorrow that I know we can become. I challenge you, the Ecot class of 2017, to have courage. Remember, we can do anything we set our minds to if only we have the courage to fly. Thank you, and congratulations to the Ecot class of 2017. God bless.
Thank you, Phoebe, for those inspiring words. My name is Micah Barnes, and I am from Columbus, Ohio, and I have the privilege of introducing our scholarship recipients. You will find a description of them in today's graduate program. Our first scholarship is the Coann Michael Memorial Scholarship presented in honor of Ecot's graduate, Coann Michael, to a senior who has illustrated perseverance in the face of adversity. This year's scholarship goes to Xavier McDaniel. All right, our next scholarship winner is the Sponsor Scholarship, provided by Ecot sponsor ESC of Lake Erie West to a senior who has displayed outstanding academic performance. This year's Sponsor Scholarship goes to Phoebe Goodale. The Patricia Feltz Service Scholarship is awarded to the student who plans to attend college and study in a field that will impact community service. This year's scholarship goes to Trevor Overly. The Founders Scholarship was created by Ecot's founder, Bill Lager, and is awarded to the senior who is most active in volunteering. This year's scholarship winner goes to Michaela Gagney. And finally, the Mark Williams Scholarship was created last year by a family of former Ecot teacher Mark Williams. This year, the recipient is Maria Lowry. Let's give another round of applause to our scholarship winners.
I am Abigail Woodley from Pickerington, Ohio, and I get to help move our program to the part we've all been waiting for, the introduction of our class. First, we need to set the stage for this big moment. First, all of the students participating in today's ceremony will have their names called, and they will receive a scroll when they walk across the stage. Senior counselors and Ecot staff members will assist calling names and handing out of the scrolls. Additionally, members of our Ecot board of directors will be on stage to greet and shake hands with the students. Board members of Vincent Reeser, Chris Stock, Pam Bennett, and Matt Ottiger. We appreciate their leadership and their support today in recognizing the members of the class of 2017. I would like to invite Miss Brittany Pearson, Ecot Deputy Superintendent and Chief of Staff, to come to the podium to certify the class and kick off the process of receiving our diplomas. Please welcome Brittany Pearson.
Members of the class of 2017, please stand. Students, parents, and relatives, honored guests, faculty and staff, Ecot Board Chairman, Mr. Andrew Brush, members of the board, I hereby certify to you that the class of 2017 of the Electronic Classroom of Tomorrow has met or has the potential to meet the prescribed requirements of the State Board of Education and the Ecot Board of Directors for the graduation from high school. Each member meeting these criteria are deemed eligible to receive the appropriate diploma. This is a special moment, and it is with great pride that I present to you, from the Electronic Classroom of Tomorrow, the class of 2017. Students, please be seated while the first few rows are recognized to the stage.
Me? Start off. Abraham Aboud Asal. Jennifer Appleby. Micah Barnes. Destiny Klein. Janika Famble.
No.
Caitlin Fink.
Shannon Alcine.
Adam Fox. We're ping pong.
Sabrine Abu Khalil.
Michaela Gagney.
Madeline Acree.
Phoebe Goodale.
Alyssa Adams.
Maria Lowry.
Edward Adams.
Lindsay Marquez.
Samuel Adams.
Xavier McDaniel.
Abigail Adair.
Jacob Oglesby.
Jesse Atkins.
Trevor Overly.
David Aguilar Jr.
Lionel Morales.
Aya Ahmad.
Jonathan Rubinick.
Tashay Akins.
Noah Tanner.
Kamara Ajamu.
Abigail Woodley.
Cheyenne Akers.
Hannah Ladd.
Giovanni Alarcon.
Sydney Lakes.
Jamie Alber.
Nicholas Lamb.
Kiera Alcorn.
Alexis Lamb.
Mary Algaith.
Sabrina Lanning.
Madia Ali.
James Lawton Jr.
Nasro Ali.
Anna Latero.
Uwais Ali.
Mariah Lavallo.
Elizabeth Allen.
Harley Lawhorn.
Gabrielle Allen.
Julia Lawrence.
Taylor Allen.
Sierra Lawson.
Catlin Allman.
Kylie Lawwell.
Gabriella Almager.
Kanisha Lee.
Caleb Omspa.
Jamie Lee.
Janaea Anderson.
Sabrina Lee.
Casey Anderson.
Jonathan Leonard.
Michael Andraco.
Sydney Lewandowski.
Abigail Andrews.
Brianna Lewis.
Marcel Andrews.
Haley Lewis.
Skyla Andy.
Amber Lilly.
Samalai Ann.
Amelia Lindsay.
Alexis Appleberry.
Sabbath Lippincott.
Reina Arada.
Leslie Lisboa.
Taylor Armacost.
Kirsten Lizinski.
Natalie Armentrout.
Brittany Lindsay.
Brianna Asaro.
Madison Linville.
Miriam Asi.
Michael Littler.
Ann Atha.
Shamar Lockett.
Kirsten Atkins.
Aslind Lopez.
Sierra August.
Jonathan Lowry.
Krista Alt.
Gabriella Loza.
Liv Ayers.
Jacob Loza.
Aaliyah Botch.
Haley Lucas.
Holly Baird.
Corinne Lunsford.
Morgan Alabine.
Kristen Lunsford.
Lyric Baker.
Brianna Lynch.
Raven Baker.
Shannon Lynch.
Sarah Baker.
Kylie-Ann Mackey.
Cassie Banks.
Marissa Madewell.
Elizabeth Barber.
Kyle Main.
Luella Barbosa.
Brianna Malkowski.
Monty Barker.
Ciara Manson.
Nicole Barker.
Cheyenne Markham.
Sean Barker.
Tamara Maddox.
Raven Barnes.
Harley Markham.
Rachel Barnett.
Jonathan Markham, Jr.
Caitlin Barth.
Roxana Markel.
Mackenzie Bartlett.
Roberto Marrero, Jr.
Tyler Bartley.
Victoria Marshall.
Kiana Baisden.
Abigail Martin.
Ryan Bessuino.
Adrienne Martin.
Marissa Bateman.
Ashley Martin.
Shakendra Battle.
Morgan Martin.
Daniel Beachnow.
Janitza Martinez.
Lauren Baer.
Maria Martinez.
Alexandra Beam.
Alex Masaryk.
Wesley Becketel.
Emily Mason.
Crystal Bedard.
Kylie Massengill.
Haley Bell.
Charlena Massey.
Patience Beller.
Madeline Maston.
Heather Bender.
Courtney Madison.
Daniela Bentinez.
Selena Mattingly.
Katiana Bentez.
Michaela Mayenshine.
Mohammed Benlim Lee.
Cole Mayer.
Garrett Benner.
Emily Maynard.
Nathan Benner.
Jessica Maynard.
Ashley Bennington.
Mackenzie McCarter.
Erica Benton.
Nakaya McLeese.
Zachary Bernstein.
Isabel McCloskey.
Talisa Berry.
Jocelyn McCloskey.
Kayla Best.
Cameron McClure.
Lamika Betts.
Savannah McCord.
Guarin Bear.
Molly McCoy.
DeQuentin Bias.
Aaron McDade.
Tizaria Biggers.
Kayla McDermott.
Andrew Bishop.
Morgan McDonald.
Cage Bishop.
Tora McDonald Stewart.
Casey Bidding.
Riley McDonough.
Taya Blackman.
Brenna McGee.
Saline Blackwell.
Michaela McGee.
Jalen Blankenship.
Maxwell McLean.
Tiana Blorock.
Nicole McLaren.
Jacob Blazer.
Krista McVeigh.
Christopher Bloomfield.
Demetrius Medina.
Savannah Bloomfield.
Cody Medlin.
Swazi Blue.
Nicholas Mendez.
Amber Bobeck.
Julie Mirth.
Naomi Bodicker.
Akira Messer.
Dayana Bohannon.
Evan Meddy.
Caitlin Bonner.
Mark Mikulek.
Amy Bolser.
Kylie Millam.
Tabitha Balser.
Briasha Miller.
Joshua Bonds Greer.
Caitlin Miller.
Bailey Borden.
Chase Miller.
Kiana Bowden.
Kylie Mel.
Stone Bowes.
Desharia Miller.
Emma Bowman.
Haley Miller.
Aaron Boyd.
Kyler Miller.
Zachary Boyd.
Mallory Miller.
Erica Boyes.
Danielle Milligan.
Megan Brannon.
Kyra Mion.
Autumn Briggs.
Curtis Mitchell Jr.
Amber Broadman Young.
Shayna Miser.
Mason Brooks.
Kelsey Monk.
Angel Brown.
Stephanie Montano.
Austin Brown.
Kara Montgomery.
Carnia Brown.
Allison Moore.
Cody Brown.
Corey Moore.
David Brown.
Leah Moore.
Destiny Brown.
Hannah Morabito.
Keith Brown.
Natasha Moran.
Kayla Brown.
Austin Morgan.
Rebecca Brown.
Brooklyn Morgan.
Tiffany Brown.
Ayana Morris.
Victoria Brown.
Cassandra Morris.
Michaela Broyles.
Kiesia Morris.
Hope Bruce.
Mohammed Moses.
Alexia Brunson.
Salim Moss.
Alicia Brunty.
Zakia Moss.
Tyler Bryan.
Kiara Motan.
Tamia Bryant.
Trevor Merva.
Tamia Bryson.
Amira Muhammad.
Derek Buchanan.
Ashley Mullins.
Levi Buckner.
Michaela Mullins.
Maria Bueno Crespo.
Natwan Mumford.
Brittany Bugby.
Lindsay Mundy.
Tanner Bullis.
Alize Morrow.
Courtney Bullock.
John Murphy.
Pierre Bullock.
Sydney Murphy.
Brielle Bunch.
Tristan Murphy.
Dakota Bunting.
Alexander Music.
Phoenix Burbridge.
Aaron Nasdio.
Shelby Burchard.
Annalie Nash.
Brianne Bergen.
Alexis Neese.
Samir Berger.
Alyssa Neal.
Wasim Berger.
Taisha Nelson.
Raymond Burkett, Jr.
Crystal Nettles.
Abigail Burns.
Tiffany Newman.
Tabitha Burson Lyons.
Germany Newton Kelser.
Marissa Bush.
Abigail Nichols.
Isabella Butler.
Emily Nicholson.
Maya Caudell.
Ariane Nieves.
Kayla Kalaman.
Andrew Nix.
Kendra Cameron.
Sierra Noah.
Rachel Cameron.
Mariah North.
Izanae Campbell.
Christy Knoll.
Jacob Campbell.
Haneen O'Day.
Marissa Cahill.
Angela Oger.
John Campbell II.
Serena O'Handley.
Nico Campbell Glass.
Rebecca Olgers.
Karina Conyoro.
Brittany Olinger.
Nicole Cantrell.
Alyssa Olmsted.
Merlin Capehart Wallen.
Xavier Oni.
Selena Caraballo.
Julie Oravak.
Mara Karansi.
Kylie Orweiler.
Andrew Carlson.
Karina Ortiz.
Taylor Carnahan.
Alyssa Osborne.
Infinity Carr.
Todd Knoll II.
Lindsay Carr.
Alexis Ott.
Samantha Carell.
Amanda Owens.
Savannah Carco.
Deandra Pace.
Damaria Carol Durden.
Keyshawn Peck.
Krishanda Carter.
Ashley Palmer.
Dakota Carter.
Kara Parlier.
Hannah Carver.
Anetta Parsley.
Nadina Casimir.
Alicia Parson.
Eric Castillo.
Eradicunda Pascasi.
Autumn Caudill.
Cheyenne Patrick.
Sonora Caudill.
Evan Pollack.
Rachel Cahy.
Jenna Pollack.
Marissa Cedar.
Juliana Payton.
Alejandro Chemochombi.
Alicia Pearson.
Mariana Chandler.
Kenyon Day Pearson.
Danielle Chase.
Michael Peckham II.
Jessica Chase.
Jeremiah Piggies.
D'Angelo Chapman.
Yasmina Pendleton Burke.
Tara Shivers.
Alyssa Penley.
Van Clag.
Timea Peoples.
Sharon Clark.
Taylor Perkins.
Dakota Clark.
William Perkins, Jr.
Kelsey Clausen.
Hope Perry.
LaSamuel Clayton.
Brianna Persing.
Savannah Click.
Amanda Petrie.
Tabitha Klein.
Diana Philsticker.
Amir Cody.
Kersey Phillips.
Capriana Cody.
Autumn Pierce.
Paris Coggins.
Maveen Pillow.
Juliana Calatrulio.
Jessica Palafrone.
Caroline Collier.
Mary Poling.
Jonathan Coulter.
Shaylin Pohl.
Christian Combs.
Tony Polutnik Davis.
Sarah Combs.
Michael A. Porba.
Danisha Conley.
Nala Pope.
Samuel Cook.
Gabrielle Perazzo.
McKenna Combs.
Joshua Porter.
Stephen Kuhn.
Shayna Potts.
Casey Copas.
Stephen Powers.
Taylor Cordell.
Rebecca Preston.
Cheyenne Cottrell.
Sasha Price.
Joseph Cottrell Jr.
Jamie Probst.
Jesse Cowgill.
Caitlin Proxmire.
Georgia Cox.
Zedekiah Prunty.
Caitlin Cox.
Elaine Prushing.
Taylor Cox.
Amber Prozella.
Valerie Cox.
Jody Purcell Jr.
Tori Kraft.
Skylar Perk.
Gabrielle Craig.
Kiera Putman.
Trina Craiglow.
Aaliyah Ramey.
Allison Kramer.
Brady Ramirez.
Kara Crawford.
Rose Ramos Hernandez.
Samuel Creech.
Levi Ramsey.
Alexis Crocker.
Cheyenne Randall.
Alicia Cross.
Serena Ratliff.
Sarah Crouch.
Danielle Rollins.
Yasmin Cruz.
Corinne Ray.
Caitlin Cunningham.
Jocelyn Raymond.
Geraldine Curlis.
Sierra Reed.
Stephen Currents.
Tiana Reed.
Alex Curtis.
Alexandria Reeder.
Sydney Custer.
Bailey Reed.
Joseph Zapp III.
Elizabeth Reinhardt.
Destiny Dalton.
Leanna Renker.
Daquan Daniels.
Zena Rapaski.
Alana Dansby.
Starla Reynolds.
Jacob Dassler Richardson.
Tyler Reynolds.
Alexis Doherty.
Casey Reba.
Brittany Dougherty.
Mackenzie Ribby.
Heaven Davidson.
Jake Riccardi.
Makai Davidson.
Aaron Rice.
Shania Davidson.
Patience Rice.
Jamil Davis.
Skylar Richardson.
Jamie Davis.
Sherman Richmond.
Kira Davis.
Zoe Ryder.
Madeline Davis.
Ashley Riffle.
Ricky Davis.
Angel Riggs.
Rihanna Dawson Spencer.
Kayleen Robbins.
Madison Day.
Lindsay Roberts.
Derek Dean.
Stephen Roberts.
Kene Dean.
On or On. Brianna Robinson.
Amanda Deere.
Caleb Robinson.
Alora Dirth.
Casey Robinson.
Jamie Davis.
Kyla Robinson.
Willow Deerwester.
Thomas Robinson.
Amanda Deschutes.
Tiffany Robinson.
Daquan Dees.
Tyler Robinson.
Rachel Delashmit.
Lauren Robinson.
Quadisha Denham.
Caitlin Rosario Rivera.
Devin Dennis.
Samantha Ross.
Dresden Dennison.
Nathaniel Roush.
Kelly Dennison.
Noah Roush.
Derek Dent.
Maxwell Rowe.
Kayla Dessenberg.
Hannah Rowley.
Micah DeWitt.
Kirsten Ruda.
Demashay Dickerson.
Michael Rudd.
Dakota Dotson.
Alana Roofer.
Taylor Dommett.
Jesus Ruiz.
Brianna Doris.
Abigail Russell.
Cheyenne Doss.
Sierra Ruth.
Brianne Dotson.
David Rutherford.
Taylor Draper.
Alexis Ryan.
Amber Drew. Sheila Drozdowski. Alexis Dubé. Denise Duda. Devin Dolin. Miracle Dumas. Kelly Dunaway. Cole Duncan. Noelle Duncan.
Are you good?
Alyssa Dupas. Heath Dyer. Ashley Ash. Brianna Bowlin. Lydia Booth. Chad Cantor. Miranda Colini. Samantha Decker.
Tasha East.
Savannah Salazar.
Brent Eastman Earl.
Nesmia Saleh.
Noah Ebby.
Selena Job.
Ivana Edwards.
Darlene Salobek.
Sanaya Edwards.
Sadina Salobek.
Hannah Eicher.
Alexis Saylor.
Destiny Eitel.
Irene Sanchez Garcia.
Faith Eitel.
Jason Sanchez.
Larissa Elias.
Jacob Sankey.
Divine Elliott.
Evanthea Sanzone.
Aaron Ellis.
Daniela Santos.
Adriana Ellis.
Jacob Saunders.
Matthew Elmore.
Kai Saunders.
Sierra Elson.
Sajela Saunders.
Madison Emmanuel.
Matthew Savage.
Elizabeth Emerson.
Inga Sarkozy.
Rebecca Engel.
Thomas Sawyer Jr.
Rebecca English.
Kateri Sayer.
Isaiah Epling.
Tevin Shaw.
Nicole Erdman.
Paige Shellner.
Esmeralda Espinoza.
Kelsey Schnorr.
Taylor Evans.
DeCarla Schreiber Lavender.
Kara Fahey.
Anthony Schulte.
Louise Falcon.
Jonah Schweitzer.
Rosemary Fallon.
Clarissa Schofield.
Morgan Fantone.
Thomas Schollard.
Gabrielle Farley.
Amanda Sefcovic.
Lily Farmer.
Dakota Seitz.
Kaylee Farrell.
William Self.
Quinton Fasmapar.
Cora Singh.
Amethyst Falk.
Kylie Sargent.
Dennis Felton.
Mariah Serrano.
Amber Jean Phelps.
Stacy Seymour.
Tracy Ferguson.
Nicholas Seymour.
Alyssa Farrell.
Dakota Schaefer.
Nicole Fensanko.
Gage Schaefer.
Megan Falia.
Summer Sashin.
Michaela Fields.
Hafissa Hadid.
Nicholas Fillinger.
Vera Shao.
Tristan Finn.
Asia Shanik.
Dalton First.
Angel Sharp.
Brendan Frischer.
Kathleen Sharp.
Caitlin Fitch.
Randallyn Sharp.
Brittany Valrita.
Courtney Shields.
Alice Fleck.
Daniel Shoemaker.
Madison Flickinger.
Summer Schultz.
Stephen Flowers.
Maria Saria.
Sarah Fluharty.
Dylan Sigler.
Brandy Foley.
Shantasia Silva.
William Fulwell.
Allison Sims.
Natasha Fanaska.
Hannah Sims.
Carly Forte.
Tristan Sims.
Corey Forte.
Micaiah Simon.
Cariza Foster.
Isaiah Sims.
Sydney Faust.
Brandon Sims Crenshaw.
Caitlin Fowler.
Jamie Skurlek.
Reagan France.
Jacob Skinner.
Kayla France Nelson.
Christian Slager Kazerko.
Allison Franklin.
Amara Smith.
Carrie Frazier.
Andrew Smith.
Shauna Frazier.
Brittany Smith.
Ellie Frazier.
Cheyenne Smith.
Simone Fredrickson.
Marcus Smith Jr.
Madeline Freeman.
Paige Smith.
Sarah Fuller.
Rebecca Smith.
Taylor Gallagher.
Star Smith.
Corina Galetti.
Tashina Smith.
Emily Gamble.
Willow Smith.
Alicia Gambrell Shields.
Carly Snell.
Anna Garber.
Katie Snell.
Michaela Gerlitz.
Gavin Snodgrass.
Brianna Gardner.
Samantha Smith.
Brooke Gardner.
Logan Solomon.
Caleb Garrett.
Adam Solembrino.
Alexis Garzer.
Paris Sofer.
Jessica Gaynor.
Dwayne Sopshire Jr.
Amber Gearhart.
Jose Soto Jr.
Rachel Gentile.
Brianna Southard Smith.
DeSerge George.
Christian Sparks.
Lucero Garcia.
Lucas Spade.
Siran George.
Brianna Speakman.
Jordan Gezzi.
Delaney Speakman.
Berit Gurman.
Sierra Spell.
Cheyenne Gibson.
Austin Spellman.
Krista Gibson.
Jessica Spencer.
Dustin Gill.
Sarah Spencer.
Samantha Gibson.
Jason Spinks.
Brooke Gilliam.
Dante Spires.
Sierra Gillen.
Alyssa Spittler.
Tiffany Gladman.
Justin Sprague.
India Glaze Young.
Sarah Stacy.
William Glaw.
Abigail Stacy.
Shaylee Glover.
Lorraine Stanley.
Adrian Glunt.
Samantha Stanley.
Burgundy Gooden.
Tristan Starkey.
Kelsey Gooden.
Michaela Stodd.
Ataya Gordon.
Christopher Stout.
Morgan Gormley.
Alyssa Stefanski.
Jacob Graham.
Cheyenne Stevens.
Madison Greco Stewart.
Destiny Stevens.
Adriana Green.
Isla Stevens.
Iris Green.
Lenora Stevens.
Madison B. Green.
Robert Stewart IV.
Kiera Green.
Syandra Stiers.
Cameron Godney.
Skylar Swoop.
Erica Gregory.
Kahina Strong.
Desanti Griffin.
Natasha Strykolski.
Sonia Griffin.
Kelsey Sturgill.
Autumn Gross.
Ann Sullivan.
Ronnie Greenhill.
Mackenzie Sullivan.
Tiffany Grossbeck.
Destiny Summers.
April Gullett.
Darrell Satis.
Allison Gunn.
Amber Sweet.
Michaela Gurney Dickinson.
Lillian Swizer.
Kaylee Guth.
Kenneth Simchek II.
Samantha Guthrie.
Kayla Talley.
Sarah Haig.
Taylor Talley.
Tyler Haslick.
Candace Tannehill.
Alicia Halcomb.
Cassidy Taylor.
William Hall.
Davina Taylor.
Brianna Hamilton.
Hannah Taylor.
Jason Hammock.
Jordan Taylor.
Brandon Hammond.
Michaela Taylor.
Lucas Hammond.
Kevin Tebe.
Thomas Hanks III.
Leah Tedrick.
Rachel Hands.
Akila Thigpen.
Skylar Hardin.
Akayla Thigpen.
Austin Harriman.
Brandon Thomas.
Monique Harris.
Destiny Thomas.
Nikita Harris.
Caitlin Thornton.
Samaya Harris.
Destiny Tillery.
Vernon Harrison.
Christian Timms.
Hamza Hansan.
Kara Timms.
Brianna Hasinki.
Taryn Trailer.
William Haslam.
Courtney Trefney.
Matthew Hatfield.
Isabella Trott.
Alexia Hathaway.
Brittany Troxel.
Haley Hatton.
Trisha Truesdale.
Emma Havrila.
Michaela Tuttle.
Madison Hayes.
Ayana Tyus.
Mariah Hayes.
Cassidy Unger.
Brianna Heasley.
Haley Unthink.
Rihanna Heflin.
Tiffany Updegrove.
Winter Heilman.
Mariana Valdez.
Stephen Hedelman.
Savannah Vance.
Anthony Helton II.
Kimberly Vandegrift.
Nelia Heckerbrum.
Adia Turner.
Kara Helton.
Rhiannon Van Zant.
Aria Shauna Henderson.
Yarit Vieira.
Elena Henry.
Brenda Valeda.
Alexandria Hensley.
Arnell Vines Jr.
Hallie Hensley.
Luke Vigel.
Marlene Hensley.
Maverick Vogelgesing.
Taylor Henson.
Savannah Wagner.
Elizabeth Hernandez.
Montel Wainwright.
Justin Hero.
Gabriella Walker.
Cody Harrington.
Janelle Walker.
Emily Hess.
Todd Wallace.
Christina Hibbard.
Lindsay Walters.
Cheyenne Hickok.
Jacob Vera.
Margaret Hicks.
Timothy Warmouth.
Kelsey Hildebrand.
Franchelsa Warren.
Alyssa Hill.
Kane Washington.
Antonio Hill.
Montgomery Watkins.
Emily Hill.
Sierra Watson.
Kelsey Hill.
Dylan Waugh.
Kendall Hill.
Haley Weaver.
Tyra Hill.
Janisha Weaver.
Michael Hillier.
Jenna Webb.
Kiana Hilton Wilson.
Lauren Weiss.
Jesse Hines.
Victoria Weiss.
Emily Hicksonball.
Nathaniel Wehrman.
Joshua Hoagland.
Isaac Weiss.
Matthew Holency III.
Tiana Wellman.
Cynthia Holland.
Jeremiah Winninger.
Shelby Hollingsworth.
Alex Wesley.
Gabrielle Holvac.
Josiah West.
Dearies Hope.
Kaylee Westfall.
Jessica Horn.
Shar Whaley.
Luke Horner.
Andrew White.
Madison Horsley.
Austin White.
Robisha Horton.
Kirsten White.
Shanda Hoskin.
Malaya White.
Clara Howe.
Michaela White.
Noelle Houston.
Thomas White.
Trisha Howard.
Tasha Whitehead.
Ethan Howell.
Ariana Whiteman.
Sydney Hubbard.
Cameron Wittenberg.
Caitlin Hudson.
Alexis Whittington.
Lauren Hughes.
Alan Wickie.
Brianna Hall.
Patrick Wickie.
Tori Hall.
Joshua Wiebe.
Renee Humphrey.
Sarah Weigel.
Elena Heil.
Jordan Wildman.
Courtney Immis.
Christian Wilkins.
Alex Imler.
Rihanna Williams.
Fate Irwin.
Claire Williams.
Sarah Israel.
Chrissy Williams.
Manaya Izwe Zumani.
Jacob R. Williams.
Kelsey Jackson.
Lamatiana Williams.
Sean Jackson.
Liam Williams.
Vivian Jackson.
Mallory Williams.
Talia Jacobs.
Heidi Willis.
Omar Gelano.
Raymond Willis.
Jermaine James.
Brittany Wilson.
Taylor Jarrell.
McKendra Wilson.
Alexis Jarrett.
Serena Wilson.
Joey Jarvis.
Dominic Winburn.
Miriam Jaser.
Brittany Wise.
Gentasia Jefferson.
Madison Wisecarver.
Kaylee Jenkins.
Kirsten Washonsky.
Tyler Jenkins.
Ryan Wolf.
Brianna Jesse.
Leah Wolf.
Chelsea Jewell.
Daniel Workman.
Miranda Jewell.
Zafia Wright.
Gabrielle Jewett.
Grace Wurtzel.
Abigail Johnson.
Stephanie Yaley.
Angel Johnson.
Antonia Wisdom.
Braden Johnson.
Porphyria Yeager Carabello.
Kathy Johnson.
Benjamin Yoakum.
Hallie Johnson.
Gerald Yakubit.
Kiara Johnson.
Dakota Young.
Megan Johnson.
Dion Young.
Sheila Johnson.
Alicia Young.
Trevor Lee Johnson Collett.
Josiah Young.
Jared Johnson Rohrbach.
Nathan Zoller.
Devin Jolly.
Gabriella Zarumba.
Darion Jones.
Kyra Zelnak.
Natasha Jones.
Stephen McGill.
Summer Jordan.
Morgan Retberg.
Isabel Cattley.
Alicia Rhodes.
Amani Kadir.
Jay Riddle.
Lauren Kaler.
Sha'ana Rivers.
Summer Cowbell.
Micaiah Ross Westbrook.
Joseph Karatakis.
John Serta I.
Tristan Carl.
Natalie Shepard.
Marani Kavaris.
Erica Shoup.
Joseph Keene.
Rashane Swanson Jr.
Destiny Keaton.
Peter Tompkins III.
Megan Keaton.
Sarah Welton.
Devontae Keels.
Alexander Woshell.
Austin Keller.
Kendall Stevens.
Samantha Keller.
Daniel Suro.
Sydney Kelly.
George Richardson.
Janiyah Kelly.
Elijah Richardson.
Patience Kelso.
Dalton Johnson.
Sabrina Kempf.
Sebastian Adams.
Madison Kaiser.
Elena Grubb.
Savannah Keinzel.
Caitlin DeHart.
Robert Kilbane.
Sarah Marquette.
Adriana Kilgore.
Marshall Snyder.
Leah Kilgore.
Asia Crawford.
Jade Kinsley.
Kayla Wiseman.
Caitlin Klein.
Austin Collins.
Megan Cole.
Ryan Kernute.
Riley Cozier.
Badar Jones.
Meliza Kozich.
Zachary Ferguson.
Devin Kravanik.
Dylan Hall.
Colin Kronk.
Cicely Caudell.
Kenneth Kuhn III.
Destiny McRoberts.
Jonathan Kuznick.
Audrey Presnell.
Elijah Edwards.
Destiny Speakman Bowman.
Amber Evans.
Melinda McGahey.
Alexis Friedman.
Thekla Davis.
Hunter Green.
Travis Jarris.
Olivia Gutierrez.
Adriana Carter.
Brandon Harriston.
Shayla Daniel.
Jonah Hensley.
Tyrone Kraft.
Patrick Johnson Jr.
Abdizamada Aiden.
Donnie Watson Jr.
Tia Pittman.
Christina Rainey.
Abigail Payne.
Clarissa Joy.
Christopher Hadley.
Lenautica Kennedy.
Shyla Kemp.
Montia Dumas.
Rachel Van Steenland.
Alicia Spurgeon.
Caitlin Ray.
Brianna O'Keefe.
Samantha Rowe.
Bushra Osman. Kalia Wesley. Kayla Pelskar. Kelly Vu. Soteria Penal. Spencer Smith. Diamond Stroltz. David Preston.
Please join me in once again congratulating Ecot's class of 2017. Yeah. I'm Lionel Morales from Cleveland, Ohio. Myself and my fellow valedictorians would like to lead you in a traditional graduation moment. The turning of the tassel was a way to symbolically show our transition from one step of our lives to the next. Ecot class of 2017, please rise.
It was 1999, and Ecot was a dream about to be born. As Y2K fears ran rampant, Y2K. Some were running away from technology, while some stepped forward into the future. It was 1999 when Ecot's charter was first drafted, and it was a year later when its doors opened to those first brave students who sought to do something no one had ever done before. Now, 18 years later, Ecot stands firm, graduating thousands of courageous students each year, students who didn't give up when the odds were stacked against them. Many of you were born as the foundations of Ecot were being laid. You and Ecot were just infants at the turn of the millennium and spent the next 18 years growing up together. Some of you found Ecot early on, while others only recently. But we are all here today, standing proudly at this, Ecot's 17th graduation ceremony. So while you turn your tassel, consider the challenges you've overcome as you look toward the future.
Ecot class of 2017, please join me as we symbolically step forward into our new lives and turn our tassels from right to left. Congratulations.